I think it's about intent too, where you can differentiate between whether it's hating or whether it is something else. Is the driving factor behind what's motivating you to tell the business. And I think that's what differentiates between those two, because was he motivated to just put it out there for, whatever, or was he putting it out there for the mere fact of like, I'm going to get you back, right? So I think that's the difference between whether it's hating or whether it's just, telling your story.
Hold on, because like, think about it. I quote people all the time, but I would say I got this quote from whoever. Like, if I was to quote somebody and not say I got it from them, well, I'm stealing from them. So I mean, with Cat Williams, and he said it on Comic View first. What? First of all, right now that interview's at 30 million views. 30 million. I don't even think he's had an interview that big. Correct me if I'm wrong. 30 million people watch this. So obviously people are talking about this. It's important. And I think he wants to set the record straight. If somebody stole my joke from 5 years ago that they said was a good joke, like, say you got it from me, I'm okay with that. But if you steal my joke and then it made it seem like you wrote it, I'm probably gonna say something. I don't know. I don't know. So I really think it's about just giving people their credit. If I create something, just credit me. You could use it. Give me my credit. That's why you can't plagiarize and stuff. You can't do that for a reason.
And then I think also too, I think he was responding because all of them went on the show first. I think that's another part of it too, is that he didn't just come up there and just start spilling the tea. I think he was sitting back and probably he had already was aware of it a long time because there was some footage of other jokes that other people stole and they were saying it and Cat was there. And so this is probably like the breaking point, like enough is enough. And I can understand that because I mean people, if you really think about if somebody's ever done that to you or similar where they actually in their head believe that this is the truth. And they're just running with it. They have no problem just running with it. They're perfectly fine with it. And then they convincing all these people that this is the truth. And you know darn well, like, this ain't the truth.
Go that's what I was saying. If he's gonna talk about stealing jokes, stay on stealing jokes. But when you got off the stealing jokes thing, you got into other stuff, then to some personal shit. Yeah, now I got to question.
But he was responding to them coming on before. So it was at that point it was fair game. I don't think if he would have just went up there and just came out of nowhere, then we could probably make that argument. But the fact that Sid went on there, Steve went on there, Ricky went on there, and who else? Somebody
But
else?
Hank is right because he started talking about their wives. You know what I'm saying? Though that part isn't fair game because they had nothing to do with it. So that's where I can understand what Hank is saying. You're getting into the personal stuff that has nothing to do with the business part of why I have beef with you.
Girl, you didn't hear him say that was a part of the Hollywood package? They wives in
So,
on it too.
so again, that's why I'm saying it got beyond just stealing jokes. It got that to me. Now he's just straight up hating. He talked about guys that wasn't even on the show.
See,
I'm talking about guys that wasn't even on the Shay Shay show. Kevin Hart ain't been up there yet.
yeah, that's true.
He
Yeah,
took shot.
it
I mean,
did sound. He sounded like he was hating a little bit. He had
I
a
mean,
little
we
alcohol.
do,
You know, that's
and,
when it comes
and
out.
we all know that him and Kevin Hart had beef a long time ago. A long time ago, to the point where you talking about this man did this and did that because you didn't want the job or didn't want certain gigs, didn't want to do certain things. Yeah, that sounds like some hate shit.
I mean, no
Yeah.
shade,
Oh,
but I'm sorry. I literally was talking about critical thinking earlier in the podcast, right? And now all of a sudden, this guy that probably watched all these interviews sat back and critically thought about it and came up with a critically direct response to everything that he had seen because he had been quiet until then. Now he gets on the show and he says what he has to say. Now he's a hater, but now he's online doing everything that he said that he can do. but these dudes open their mouth first. But I feel like people that open their mouth first and then the response is, "Oh, you're a hater." Like, bro, then stop talking about other people. I don't feel like he a hater. I just feel like he responding.
Yeah, and I want to
And it
add.
doesn't necessarily have to be on Club Shay Shay that these people said that. Kevin Hart has said something about Cat Williams before. It just wasn't on Club Shay Shay.
But that's what
So
I'm
my
saying.
thing
Their
about it
beef.
is he used
Oh,
his
my bad. My
platform
bad.
to go ham, and that's what any intellectual do. Okay, I'm gonna gather these points. That's called a debate, and when I get my chance, I'm spilling the tea because apparently they can't. I'm just Cat Williams. They can't keep my name out my name out their mouth. So let me just shut them up real quick, and that's
So
all
so
that happened.
so what does that got
How's
to
he a
do with
hater
Luda?
for that?
What does that got to do with Ludacris? Ludacris had nothing to do with this shit. I mean, and that's what I'm saying. He kept bringing up people who had nothing to do with this. Ludacris has nothing to do with anything with him.
I
No,
promise
he
you, if you
did.
do your research
He
at
did.
some
Yeah,
point,
exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Again, I
go
feel
do
like
your research. At some point, Ludacris has done something to Cat
oh
Williams.
God.
Nobody on there was
No, no,
saying.
no, 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 no. Let's
Yeah,
keep
I don't
it.
think that that's the truth.
Let's keep it. No, let's keep it a buck. People don't get with Cat Williams. People don't get shot for no reason. Understand this. There's certain people he leave alone. You know, some people may want to bring up names because they want them to say something. They be like, oh, you know, they cool. I don't have nothing to say about them. If he's shooting at you, he's shooting at you for a reason. Ludacris, you know, this might have been like 6 years ago. I remember he said some stuff about Cat Williams. What I'm saying is everybody that got shot at, it was purposeful. When you say that I'm a drug addict, when you say that I'm on drugs, when you put out these stories on national platforms that I'm a drug addict, I got kids, you know what I'm saying? Say if they want to take my kids away from me because I'm quote unquote a drug addict. You steal my jokes. We have conversations privately about, yeah, you know, you're right. You know, I did take away from that joke, but you know, I apologize for that. We have that conversation privately. Then you go on a public platform and you try to make it seem like I'm a liar and we didn't have that conversation. When you put out all this stuff and you've been talking for, you know, years and I haven't been responding, I've been going through my stuff. So now I have the opportunity. Please believe the gloves is off, Hank. I'm a drug addict. You ain't steal no jokes from me. I got your part. You know, I should have had your part, but I let you have it because I didn't, it stood against my morals. Once you put all that stuff out there, dog, and I'm a liar, the gloves are off, yo. So everybody in that house getting lit up.
I agree.
Everybody, you understand what I'm saying? So it's not, so like I said, the 10% hyperbole, you know, that was in there. And if a few people caught strays off of the hyperbole, it is what it is. But I hit my targets, you know, because now online and for the next probably 2 weeks, maybe like 10 days, you're gonna see everything, all the people, the targets he hit, you're gonna see more and more information come out, more and more screenshots of jokes that was stolen. You know, Cedric has some joint where he stole from designing women, stole it straight up. The entire joke, took it and put it in his Netflix act. You know, so but to answer JR's question real quick. With the Hollywood thing, I look at it as you asked the question, I believe, do you think he has anything to be worried about as far as people going to be coming from for his neck? A person like Cat Williams, people, he's protected. And when I say he's protected, is because you have people that are inside that love him. So it's almost like if me and you did a bid together in jail and there's oppression in that jail, there's bad things going on, and you get out of jail and you start speaking about the stuff and the conditions in jail that, you know, the warden, the security, the COs, stuff, just the politics of stuff that's going on in there that's oppressing us. If you're talking about it, I'm not mad at you, even though I'm still in there and I still have to do my bid. I'm supportive of what you're doing. You're getting it out there, you know, you're letting everybody know, yo, it's oppression going on in there. You know, so what I mean is there are a lot of people that are actively in Hollywood that agree with him and that are even feeding him information like, yo, this is going on. If you want to throw that in there, you know, go ahead. You got to have somebody. Not everybody's willing or strong enough to take those stances and stand on them. Not everybody's strong. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I think is going on. He's protected.